because it's the book. I wrote it with my niece. What are children to do with dead parents? Real Notes on War by Michelle Puckett, 34, and her niece Madison Boswell, 9. Ever-abundant closeness of death, the line between and how we walk, Kalima in that space. Tucson at the Safeway, through the head, the finality of the act, his mind, where it is at, a kind of logic on him. Restitution, wandering, how to say something ever when it is like this. All the things I know we should feel or say or act like about this happening. To say so while at war. To say so while at war and shopping for trinkets. A guest in town. What stops? My sister burst a blood vessel in her face from throwing up and working so hard. I began as a cookie seller with fishing line in my nose. I began when I was 15. I began the process of streaming this pink fish, this teenager into the current. Monosyllabic hum of the water, unidirectionality of the movement, the unstoppability, realizing money, realizing simultaneity of death and life and taxes and an ad industry that wants to sell us memberships, taxes or tea, bagged, the whole situation, a plastic sack over the head, this body suffocating, all slow, David Gale-like over the face of the nation, nostrils clogged, thin vellum of nose circulation. I think war is as bad as pulling off a piece of skin by a Band-Aid. It is also something people should not believe in. War is bad and we can stop it, just like Martin Luther King Jr. voted for love, not war. And like how Cesar Chavez voted for human rights for migrant farm workers. Don't believe in war to keep us safe. Believe in God to keep us safe. Vote. From the Latin votum, a vow, wish, promise, dedication. Am caught and replicated on this amazing, tender piece of heart. Schizophrenia of its muscle, always jumping and bobbing, sound before feathers and all black else, end of digging, admission, sound of double S's, broken apparition of face, fall long past, the tail, an ink stain. This, 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 this. Of purple-black fields and yellowed close by. Lake of surface, the teat, love me, baby. I write this sentence from War Mouth. I write it from near Berkeley. The way women behave in this story, just trying to reach some state of mind so I can think about what is happening, not needing some kind of backup, flowers on the inside. We are profoundly different people than the folks in 1950. Of the half full, of the finish in cursive like hooks, like sharp and jagged things, a way of making entry quick and silent, the hole it makes. She is all lost, skin, fast, ravaged, the way you make a story go. Bayonet, Bay Area, bad. Jacket, something you wear, and awesomeness. Amputation, congratulation, bad. Bully, someone mean, someone you do not like. Hard knocks, banging on a door, very loud. Tourniquet, quick, mean. To reckon because it is Christian, the piano, immature and often, clear bell of the body, struck and moving against the counting of frequency, its drop and decline, the math of that motion. Those graphs drawn on lined paper while leaned up against the gymnasium wall, top button, hole for breeze, the neck, swallows, warmth of orbit, sensation of almost, skin and arrival. The rolling, the way a record does it, and the color of sky in Dallas, onlyest gray I've ever seen. I wish to change my relation to you, to open the cavity, to open it for space, but the fingers of ribs, but the bend of the spine, put it through the post for you. It is a class distinction, the way I chastise myself for not grabbing a bigger handful of what there is. Dreamt of waiting tables last night, though I no longer do. An organ which could be cut out, stapled into a J. War is bad because people die and get things blown off their body that God created. War is bad because the people in war have families worried to death, saying to themselves, is he/she going to make it home safe or not? And God cannot tell you that. Suffocation by meaningless minutia, Sheena Iyengar. Slabs of corpuscle, unit of protein, packed sandwich, meat to molars, fibers filling smooth, body to ash. At 13, a Chinese drive-thru while ordering mushroom fried rice, George Bush announces the Gulf War. I say to myself, I will remember this for the rest of my life, thinking it would be the only war I'd see. Ever present, ever renewing, ever expanding, concentration of wealth. Constant barrage of people and phone calls. This is a kind of war. The effect of it, the overwrought, the backbend, the television, 10 years as though one could extricate this war from the beast breast of war. This pearl necklace, guzzle of stringed likedness. A man splayed. The Gulf Coast. Honeywell, I know a thing or two about separation. What does it feel like where you are from? I have military men in my family, teeth-gnawed mountaineers, process of education, a dealing in tests. A, many people do not believe my job pays well enough. B, others consider it an outrageous sum. C, money also matters relationally. D, money is war. E, a military peacock. You think this essay is weighted, the thesis, an anchor? No such place. There are many, many wars.